I know that there's nothing quite like the thrill of landing that new client. It's a vote of confidence for your skills, for what your firm offers, for the fact that you can make a difference. Plus, it's going to boost your bottom line. And a lot of times there's that exciting new challenge of digging in and getting started. This is Lauren Fogelman with Business Success Solution. And that is exactly what I want to talk about, because so often we're getting excited, we get started with someone, and then the reality sets in. You realize that this person may not have been really a great fit for your firm. It is something that the human side of us, despite our best intentions, we might actually regret making that decision to have brought that client into our firm. And there's some reasons why this might happen. So think about that for you. Why does this happen? And some of it is accepting everybody who's willing to pay your fees, no matter what. That's the very first one, is you just accept everybody. The next one is you find that you tolerate those clients that are going to be slow to respond. Maybe they don't really respect you, but you just tolerate them for too long instead of letting them go, because letting them go just doesn't feel quite right to you. You're not that type of person, or you have some ideas of what their potential is. You know, you can make a difference, and the thought of letting them go too soon doesn't feel like it's aligned with your values. And then the third one is they are not engaged. This is where you find that you care more about their financials, their tax situation, than they actually do. So did you nod your head yes to any one of these? And maybe there's something else. But I want to say you will generate revenue from these clients, but sometimes even these clients that are not a right fit for your firm that you regret could be family or friends. And that makes it even more complex. And the main thing is that when you have these headache clients or the people that are on right fit for your firm for too long, there's a cost for tolerating them and not letting them go. So some of the things to think about that happens as a result of this is they're just frustrating to work with. And you probably know exactly who those people are in your firm. And then the other thing is that those wrong clients often are low profit because they want exceptions. They don't get things to you, so it disrupts your workflow. And sometimes that wrong client tends to be your largest paying client, which makes it even more difficult. And the other thing is that when you're chasing clients for information, or they're not responding quickly, or the scope creep increases because they're asking for exceptions to requests, then you have to deal with their excuses of why they can't follow your protocols and do things your way, as opposed to them expecting you to do things their way. So why do these things come up? Well, something to think about, and the very first one is that those expectations of how to work with you and what makes someone a good client and what they can expect from you as well were never clearly established. So you never establish clear expectations right from the get-go. The other thing is that some people, they just don't really understand what you do. So they see you more as a technician. It is a cost. They have to have you as opposed to wanting to have you. And as a result, they might be demanding. They might be disrespectful. And the other part is that there might have been some red flags. Maybe even the hairs on the back of your neck stood up, but you didn't pay attention to them. You ignored them for whatever reason. You knew you could help them. You felt sorry for them, or that you just don't like saying no to people and having them not like you. So those are a couple of reasons that happens, is that there were a lack of expectations right up front. This person is going to just be demanding and disrespectful because they don't really want to engage your services. They feel like they have to. And also, maybe there was some red flags, but you didn't pay full attention to them, or you second guess yourself and you minimize them. But I just want to say, once that wrong client comes into your firm and you're working with them on a regular basis, it's really, really difficult to let them go. It's like trying to get a divorce from a client. It's not that easy. It takes a lot of effort and it feels difficult. So this is where I believe I want you to protect yourself. I want you to have a firm filled with quality clients, and prevention is so much better than intervention. It takes less energy, you have less regrets, and there are ways to protect yourself from engaging those wrong fit clients. So something to think about right off the get-go is pay attention to the red flags, because those wrong fit clients do give you clues. And it might be that you need to do a gut check with yourself, or that maybe someone said something and it just didn't feel right with you, didn't sit okay with you, but it is okay to pay attention to those red flags. The other thing is, look at those clients that do give you headaches. There are probably similar qualities across the board with all of them. So take some time to really look at what makes someone a right fit for your firm, as well as what makes someone not a right fit for your firm. And one of the things to look at is those clients or people that you're originally meeting with who are overly focused on price and not the value of your firm's services. That is a clue to take into consideration. That is worth paying attention. So if it's all about the price and how much they can get from you for how little they are going to pay you, that is a red flag. You're better off letting them move on. And the last one is that a way to be able to avoid this from happening is to slow down your onboarding process and test drive working together before going into that long-term engagement. It is a way to actually vet somebody, make sure that the honeymoon phase continues to last well into the long years that you want to be able to continue serving this client. So it's a matter of slowing down your engagement process to really make sure that you have someone who is a right fit. The bottom line is that this is about establishing some boundaries in order to protect you and your firm for the long run and avoid that burnout and having those regrets. So once again, not everybody's going to be a right fit for your firm. That is okay. And what you want to realize is that these things do happen where you do sometimes have regrets. You want to look at this as a learning experience and use them to gain insights so that you can actually make your firm even stronger. This would include setting clear boundaries, slowing down your onboarding process, trusting your instincts in order to avoid those regrets later on. And I'm just going to say, having the boundaries where you become okay with not saying yes to everybody and letting those clients who aren't a right fit just move on is going to be something that will benefit you. There's a high cost to engaging those headache clients over the long run. So if you would like to transform your firm from stressful to successful, fill your firm with quality clients, then check out the Profitable Client Formula at businesssuccesssolution.com/client-formula. Once again, businesssuccesssolution.com/client-formula. It's going to give you everything you need to engage quality clients, set clear expectations, remove the stress, and increase your revenues. Anyway, let me know what you took away from this. If you got any insights, if this affirms something that you're already doing, or if you were able to put something immediately into action to really raise the bar of clients that you're working with and services that you are offering them. I appreciate the connection. I look forward to further conversations. Lauren Fogelman, showing accounting firm owners how to double their income, working half the time.